Hi guys, welcome back to Everyday with Forcier. It's Wednesday, hump day, halfway through the week. Here we go. So today we are going to talk about diets and why they aren't the solution. Okay, you guys hear me talk a lot about, well, first of all, before I get going, if you hear a lot of construction, it's because my neighbor is doing some construction. So there's that. So you hear me talk a lot about how diet is everything, right? Now, that is true. I want you to know that if you want to change something about your mental, emotional, or physical state, start with your nutrition. But you'll hear me use the word diet, and I don't want that to get misunderstood. I'm not talking about diet plans, okay? Things like Weight Watchers, keto, counting your macronutrients, things like that, right? Those are all diet plans. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about nutrition, okay, and how you need to change your nutrition in order to reach any kind of physical, mental, or emotional goals, okay? So make sure you kind of keep that in the back of your head as I'm talking about this. So I'm talking about diet plans. They're not the solution, okay? And now that kind of might sound a little contradictory to everything I've ever been telling you guys. It's because what I'm trying to get at is it's not necessarily the plan, it's the food in the plan that's going to make the difference. But a lot of people don't realize that it takes a lot more than just following a plan to be successful, okay? So here's 3 things on why diet plans are not the solution. First of all, diets are generic, okay? It's what a large group of people have seen to work for them and their progress, and so they just put it out there to make it. Just realized I'm kind of sitting funky. Here we go. They put it out there to the masses to like help other people see if that helps them lose weight or build muscle, okay? But the basics, so they're trying to meet the masses. They're not focused on you, okay? The second point is you need to know your body. You need to know what it needs. Just because you're following a plan that worked for somebody else doesn't mean it's gonna work for you, okay? So number 3, what I highly recommend is that you take time, energy, and it's gonna take some money, some financial commitment to do the research and educate yourself on what your body needs, okay? Because your body is different than my body, which is different than his body and his body, right? So it takes time. And just like your job, you had to get educated. You had to go through training in order to get good at your job, right? So what's the difference in learning about your body? Your body takes time to educate yourself on the mechanics of your body, and it takes time to figure out what's working, what's not working. So that's why you'll hear me say a lot with my clients, stick to one nutrition plan for at least a week or 2 to see how your body is affected by it. And then we can go from there. We can make some adjustments from there. That is only temporary, okay? Sticking with one nutrition plan is only temporary, just to figure out how your body reacts to it, right? So I've learned that my body does not like high fat foods, because when I have a higher fat diet, I get bloated. Now it turns out I understand it's because I have ulcerative colitis, right? So it takes time to learn those things. So a keto style diet is not gonna work for me right there. And so I just saved on time, energy, and money from not going into that program, right? Investing money, investing my time into a program, the program keto, and getting all the fixings for it and all the different foods. I already know that my body doesn't like high fat foods, so that's not the diet for me, right? So educate yourself before you jump into plan. That also goes for any fitness plan too. Classes are kind of the same thing. I will talk about this in another topic about why group classes aren't gonna get you to your goals. Just like why diet plans aren't gonna get you to your goals either. You have to know yourself. Then you can go into these diet plans and you can make the adjustments from there, right? Everyone's gonna be different. Everyone needs a different types of nutrients, different macronutrients, things like that, depending on your age, your sex, your activity level, and your work life, right? So there's a lot more that goes into these things. So if you're not having any success on the diet plan that you're working on, please take the time, Put your money into a professional who is going to work for you, okay, and get to know you and your lifestyle so you can be successful for years and years to come. You don't have to worry about this yo-yo effect, okay? If you need any help, please feel free to DM me, message me. I offer free consultation and free workout for all first-time clients. There we go. I can get the words out. And I'd love to help you. I spend an hour just going over, learning about you, learning about your life, your lifestyle, your schedule, teaching you a little bit about me, and then I'll give advice on what I hear you saying and what you tell me your goals are. I'll give you advice based off of just the few pieces of information you've provided in that phone call to help you take those next few steps. If you want even more guidance, then we can talk about working together. But ultimately, I just want to help you, okay? I'm tired of watching people spend all of their money on programs that aren't designed for them and failing, and then getting themselves either hooked on being dependent on these plans financially, or they also beat themselves up because they're failing another thing, right? And we're already in a tough place mentally when we're starting off any kind of new health and fitness journey, so we don't want to make that worse. So come to a professional. It'll be way more, you'll get way more bang for your buck, and you'll be successful for a lot longer. Thank you guys so much. If there's any other topics you want me to go over, please put them in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow.